Welcome to the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week gathering. I'm James Nave.
I'm Allegra Houston.
And every Saturday, if you've been tuning in a fair amount on these videos, you know that every Saturday we gather with a group of writers and we work for 1 hour. And in the hour's time frame, we generate a piece of writing in 10 minutes, and we do it imaginatively. We spin the kaleidoscopes of our minds and we just let stuff flow. So we're going to do that for you today.
Been doing it for 5 years. Isn't that amazing? We never thought that we would be doing it for 5 years when we started this, but it's just as exciting. It's just as fascinating. And actually, I'm going to stop and boast, if you don't mind. Today, we had somebody Zoom in from India, and she had met me about 3 years ago at the Iowa Writers Workshop. I did an evening optional session at the Nonfiction House and offered a couple of imaginative storm prompts. And she said today, not only did she remember and suddenly turn up out of the blue 3 years later, she said that what she got from that session was some of the most valuable teaching she got from the entire MFA program at Iowa. So that's my boast.
And while we are working with writing, and obviously you are here because you are a writer and you would like to improve some of your writing chops, we're doing more than that. It's a celebration of the ways our imaginations work in the world. And it's an invitation to allow our imaginations to be as full as possible, your imagination, mine, and all those people that you know. And then when that happens, to have enough wherewithal, enough momentum to jot something down on a piece of paper and then read it out loud. It sounds simple because it is simple. And there's nothing complicated about this. Show up, do the work, show up tomorrow and do the work, and somehow your imagination pays off. So we think it's a mystery. So welcome to the mystery. And we're going to do what we did on our Saturday call right now. So what we'll start with is an image. And how's that image going to
Well,
play?
the image, it wasn't actually supposed to be an image
Well,
today.
it wasn't supposed to be. It
It
was
was
a
supposed
complete
to be, yeah,
disaster.
it was supposed to be an audio. This has happened to us twice in 5 years where our intended prompt hasn't quite worked out. But then it always seems to work out, or the past time and today, it worked out in a different way, which was just as rich. So instead of it being a sound prompt, it is an image prompt. And as you look at it for 2 minutes, we will put it up on the screen for 2 minutes, make a list of words or very short phrases, like 3 or 4 words max, whatever pops into your mind as you look at the image. And these words and phrases don't have to have anything to do with the image at all. They can just be whatever pops into your mind. The more random, the better. And this is a list. It's not joined up writing, not yet.
So here you go. So after everyone generates a personal list, which you've just done, we go around the Zoom room and ask each person to give us a phrase or a word, and we all jot these phrases and words down on a community list. We have between 21 to 30 people each Saturday. So our list has 21 or 30 images on it. And we have a list for you right now. And Allegra's going to read that. So you'll get a sense of what we collected. And you'll also have that to use in the upcoming 10-minute timed writing that will happen just after this.
It functions as a kind of collective imagination. Or if you want to think of it as more toys in the playpen to add to the toys that you've already put in your playpen. So here is today's list. Technocrap, 0000. Mountain dreams, speak softly. Foxes, mushrooms in the dark forest. Whale songs, mountains in ice storms. Memories of my radio days, sounds of silence, beginning to fractal, shady detection, boomer brain fatigue, gothic, 3 shades of gray, quiet horizon, rising tides, chart-topping broken record, listening to the invisible, concentrate, layers of understanding, played but unheard, bat language. I love bat language.
Bat language. Well, let's speak a little bat language. We're now going to enter the 10-minute timed writing section of what we do. And I mentioned earlier, this is about writing, and we are grateful that you're here to write. We also make it about the exploration of our imaginations. And how we do that is we encourage you, as I'm doing now, to let your imaginative sensibilities guide you in this next 10 minutes adventure and see what pops out. Detach yourself from the what should be and allow yourself to wallow in the sensibilities of the imaginative circumstances that will pop into your awareness like a dream. And so jot down whatever happens and let it take you wherever you want it to go.
And you can use as many or as few of the words on the to lists as you like. Don't feel like you have to incorporate a whole bunch of them. You don't. You might decide to only use one. That's what I did today. Actually, one of the words on that list just caught me, and I had no interest in looking back at the lists at all. But then other days I'll start with one item, and I'll go from there, and I'll keep sort of letting my eyes roam back over the lists and seeing what might kind of add into the stew, or turn the whole thing into a different direction. That's quite fun. You just let your imagination lead the dance is really what we want to say. If you think of it as a dance between the rational mind and the imagination, the rational mind wants to write well. It wants to do it right. It's like, what should I write? Where should I start? What should I write about? Leave all of that. The irrational mind's job here is just to follow and let your imagination lead the dance. Let it make unlikely connections between some of these words and whatever else pops into your mind as you write for 10 minutes.
So let's begin, starting now. Now you have something brand new, never existed before. We have that happen every Saturday. In the last 5 years, I did a little math. We've written over 1 million words in 5 years, collective million words. You've written probably 150, 200 words, maybe at the most. After everybody finishes their work, we ask them to go into Zoom rooms and read the work aloud. So that's what we'd like for you to do now. We'd like for you to read your work aloud, and while you're speaking it, listen to what comes out. Maybe if you see an opportunity to shift your spoken word away from what's on the page, then feel free to do that. Improv it a little bit. See what happens. Take it wherever you want to go, and it's a way of really engaging yourself.
And as you listen to yourself, also feel yourself. Feel how your body is responding as you speak these words aloud. You'll notice that when you read out something that surprises you, something that you particularly like in your writing, you'll get a little hit of dopamine. It'll feel good. And this is your body pushing you towards what you like about your writing. So reading aloud is actually an incredibly powerful tool for developing your voice, for pushing your writing effortlessly, subconsciously in the direction of originality, of authenticity, of what matters to you. So even if you're alone, quote unquote, in this room, if you're the only person in it, and you don't, quote unquote, have an audience, you actually do have an audience, and that audience is you. So put us on pause now and read what you wrote aloud.
So your voice sorbetted the room. As I was sitting here listening to Allegra give you a bit of instructions before you put us on pause, I had this image of reading aloud, and suddenly out of nowhere, the image of a skunk appears. And I thought, well, if the image of a skunk comes out of nowhere, you can put that into your spoken word tradition that you've now established. The point is, it's free form. You can do whatever you want. You're in charge because it's your art.
And we should, I suppose, credit the image, even though it was an accidental image. It's an audio file off of Nave's computer that, as we said, we were unable to play today through the Zoom, but we'll be using it in a future week. And as you may know, you can find 5 years worth of these videos here on imaginativestorm.com, so you can work with them. You can also might enjoy working with our with the same prompts. The same 5 years worth of prompts are also on our Circle site.
And what we proved today, beyond absolute shadow of a doubt, you can use anything as a prompt. Like, for example, this zipper would be a perfect prompt. Don't ask me why. Go to imaginativestorm.com, and there you will find a link to our Saturday workshop, our Saturday gathering. Sometimes we call it a salon. We'd love to have you come in person. We'd love to have you post your work on our Circle community, which is also, the information is there. Allegra will give you. We're going to give you a brief on how to do that right now, and so we'll turn it over to her. And here's the brief.
Go to imaginativestorm.com and click on Community. You will see Imaginative Storm Circle. So you click on that. Share your writing, no criticism, just appreciation. You can click on the image or on the button, and it will take you to the circle. You will have to sign in. If you haven't been there before, you will have to sign in with a username and a password. It's also free. And then click on Prompt of the Week. And under Prompt of the Week, you will see all of these prompts. Almost 5 years worth. So you'll be able to work with any of those if you so choose. But I will click on today's. Here we have it. After I have finished this video, via link here, join us on YouTube. You will see the image. You will see the word list. And then you will see what people wrote and what people commented on what people wrote. Sometimes people read what they wrote and upload the recording, as Stuart did here. And Regina gave hers a title. Not everybody does. And you, as you see, it's really very straightforward. You can like and reply to other people. And then if you would like to post what you wrote, you just click here in what are your thoughts, and you write, these are my thoughts, whatever you wrote to the prompt, and click post. And you're done.
So I think that pretty much sums it up. Go to imaginativestorm.com for some of our resources. Reach out to us if you feel so moved. Join us for our Saturday gathering, and lean into wherever you are in the world. Do whatever you do. Jot some stories down. Be present. Stay alive. Come back sometime in the near future.
And just to say, our Saturday gathering is free. So you have nothing to lose but an hour of your time. And maybe you'll find that that hour was as valuable as that hour that I spent at Iowa Writers Workshop 3 years ago. And who knew that 3 years later, someone would zoom in and say, you know what, that actually was the most valuable thing I learned. The imaginative storm method, writing for 10 minutes, reading aloud, not trying to write well, was actually what stayed with her. So come and join us one Saturday. As I said, it's free. It's supported by those who find it useful. We do ask for a donation, but there's no hard, no arm twisting for that. And we'd love to have you come and write with us.
Yeah, it'd be really great. And I promise you that I'll take some time to try to round up my own skunk and bring it with me the next time you come.
There's something to look forward to.
Who knows? Maybe we'll have something special there. I bet we will. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.
Goodbye.